because this is crazy. I didn't know about this. This U-Haul truck that drove into a large crowd in LA during an anti-Iranian regime. 2 people were treated at the scene but denied transport to hospital. The driver hasn't been identified. You can only imagine. I have to wonder if they are doing a worldwide, and I don't want to speculate, if the sleeper cells are being called into action right now. Again, I don't want to speculate. And there is another strata tanker heading north right now. Left cutter. I think we need to pay attention to what the hell's going on. I think all this shit might be hitting the fan because the Iranian airspace on the west side is clear. There's nothing going on. But I'm keeping an eye on everything. I had to jump back on. But this is cray-cray. I would like to know if this person has been identified. That U-Haul truck driver. Wow, and they chased them down. This had to be a pro-Iranian move here in LA. Has anybody seen this video yet? With the U-Haul truck in LA? This? Has anybody seen this? That happened earlier? Could this be the beginning of these sleeper cells being told there's somebody on top of the truck? There's actually a person on top of the truck. You lost power with the wind? Oh my God. There's somebody on top of the truck.
Yeah,
Mom.
maybe with a grenade.
How many individuals are in the truck? Just the one driver? What about the dude on the top? All right, I got to do the pop-ups. I think I need to keep an eye on what's going on. I really do. And the flight radar, this is crazy. What happened in LA with that U-Haul truck? And again, we have to be concerned of sleeper cells doing attacks globally because of what's going on. It did get very quiet in Western Iran. I just want to tell you. It did. Not saying anything happened. Let's be clear. But it did get quiet. But that is crazy. That I didn't know about that. Somebody just told me. And there has to be a high alert for this type of activity happening across the country or throughout the world. I would think, right? Could this be the start of it? That they're going to start doing things here? I'm going to have to dig into this a little bit more. If anybody hears of anything in the chats, if anything else is popping off, please let me know. I got to go back into my chats and just see. I think we need to stay live. No, someone attacked the truck and he drove Watch the whole video. They broke his window. I heard they punched him and everything. I heard that when he was stationary. But who's the person on top of the truck? What about that person? Any information on that? There's a person on top of the U-Haul truck. But anyway, I came back. I think we need to pay attention because there's another strata tanker. But usually, and I've been following it, it'll go into southern Iraq and then head west. That's been their flight path over the last few days. So this is typical. It would go right about, say, here, and then start to cut west. Let's see if it stays on that typical flight path that they've been doing. The strata tankers. Has anybody heard of anything else going on? I mean, could this be the beginning of these sleeper cells trying to create havoc? I gotta look into it. I'm just gonna do a quick thing here. If anybody hears of anything, please let me know. I'm not a person that needs super chats or anything like that. We don't do that. I'm not seeing anything else. Right now. I think we really need to pay attention to this. Something happened in Thailand. 4 injured in bombings in Thailand, South, and ongoing in insurgency. Like I said, if anybody... Oh, what did this person say? What the hell is he referring to, though? This is more in Pakistan, India. I'm not seeing anything except for this U-Haul truck incident. No. But somebody just called me and told me that there's like a high alert from this. I saw people from Iran talking about it. It's like a cult. The Mujahideen, the MEK. Do you really trust the MEK? Also known as the People's Mujahideen Iran, is a controversial Iranian opposition group with a history of violence. Yes. Yes. I would not take anything that they say. I don't trust them at all. No way. Absolutely not. And whoever said that is correct, David. Very controversial. Again, daylight is approaching. You could see it. I don't think anything's going to go down, but who the heck knows at this point? Obviously, I think it would happen nightfall. I mean, strategically, it makes more sense. But that doesn't mean you would think that would be the case, but who's to say? I just want to see if this tanker takes the flight path it's been doing for like the last several days, goes to right about here, and then it just cuts west. That has been the flight path. Syria is awfully quiet. So is Lebanon. This is really quiet. I mean, usually you see things going into Beirut, going in and out. Also keep an eye on the Royal Air Force activities. Right here, I don't see anything. Another place that was some activity was Oman. There was last night there was an MQ-4C Triton drone. And it was right about there. So I'm checking everything. And they can stay in the air up to 24 hours. Yeah, I'm not seeing much activity. That doesn't mean it's not there, but I'm not seeing any indication right now. Other than that stratotanker. But that's been common in the last few days. Like I said, it usually makes a left and heads west. And it usually does that somewhere here. And then it'll start going west. But that's the only thing that I'm seeing right now. Even though Western Iran is very quiet right now. Western Iran is very quiet. Don't read too much into that. I'm just stating that. You cannot read too much into what you see or hear, obviously. Yeah, not seeing much military. It seems like it was a trick. That's what I said. It could be part of a psyop. Or like somebody else said, simply GPS, misinformation, data, bad data. What happened earlier? Simply. The thing is, when you see it going into an Iranian airspace, it's like, oh, whoa. Doesn't, you know what I mean? So you're right. Whoever said that in chat. Was that Mike? I think the next, I'll be honest, the next 48 to 72 hours, I think it's going down. Within the next 48 to 72 hours, I really think it's imminent. I want to see something. I want to see if anybody is posting on X. I'm getting a lot of messages. I want to see if the Crown Prince has said anything recent, because he did earlier. Who knows where he is? Okay, so this is, somebody posted this. I did not see this. This is the president earlier. We're looking at some very strong options. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination very soon. He said that on Air Force One earlier, referring to Iran. Hourly reports. That's what it says. Quote, we're looking at some very strong options. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination very soon, end quote. That's what the president said on Air Force One a few hours ago with the press. You know how he does the gaggle thing on... What's up, Oreo? You gotta play cat and mouse. It's like chess. It's part of the game. And it's not a game. I don't want to say that too loosely. But yeah, let's see what he said. Let's check out what the president said.
They rule through violence. There seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it. And we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination. Some of the protesters were killed through the stampeding. I mean, you know, there's so many of them. And some were shot. We get a full report. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination. There seem to be some people killed.
Some people? You know, he's keeping his cards close to his chest. He's not tipping it. He knows. He knows what's going on. Trust me, he knows. That's more of a distraction when it comes to that stampede thing, because I've seen no evidence of stampede related videos coming in from Iran. He's throwing that out there. He knows how many people, and I gotta be careful because I'm on TikTok, live fire, what's going on. He knows. He knows exactly what's going on. You know, he's not tipping. So it's coming. We'll make a determination very soon. You better believe it. I'm telling you, within the next 48 to 72 hours. I wonder what information is coming about that U-Haul. What's the background of that U-Haul driver? Does anybody know? It is chess. Who said that? Baloney Maloney. So I don't know. Let's see. I've been looking at certain individuals' posts. Let's see if he said anything. Okay. Nah, he hasn't. This was 4 hours ago. This was 4 hours ago by Lindsey Graham. Just saying, Lindsey. Two giants when it comes to making America safe and prosperous. President Trump is cleaning up the mess Obama and Biden throughout the world, making us safer. I believe history will see President real Donald Trump as Reagan plus. Remember what happened in Berlin. That's the reference. Think about it. Cold War, Berlin Wall. If you want to make that kind of a connection, is that what he's referring to? Iran? Similarities? I am speculating, obviously. I gotta stop doing that. I don't know why my camera's not on in the background. Let's see if Reza said anything recently. Why are they showing old posts of his? Okay, let's see. Let's go up. Why? This was about 4 hours ago. And I'm just going to read it. The Crown Prince, who could be potentially the future king, the monarchy, but it's going to be a republic. There'll be a parliament. In the past 2 weeks, especially in the last 4 days, you have shaken the foundations of the illegitimate regime of the Islamic Republic with your million-strong demonstrators. Now, relying on your million-strong response to the call of the past days and with the legitimacy and popularity I received from you, I announce another stage of the national uprising to overthrow the Islamic Republic and reclaim our dear Iran. 1. Inside Iran, in addition to seizing and holding the central streets of cities, all institutions and apparatuses responsible for the regime's false propaganda and cutting off communications are considered legitimate targets. Government employees and the armed and security forces had the opportunity to join the people and be helpers of the nation, or to choose complicity with the murderers of the nation and buy eternal shame and the curse of the nation for themselves. 2. Outside Iran, all embassies and consulates of Iran belong to the Iranian nation, and the time has come for them to be adorned with the national flag of Iran instead of the shameful flag of the Islamic Republic. We are on the verge of reclaiming our dear Iran from the Islamic Republic. Khamenei and his regime have suffered several heavy blows from you, and we must not give them the chance to catch their breath again. The regime, faces a serious shortage of repressive forces, and the increased shooting at the people is not out of strength, but due to lack of mercenaries and fear of faster collapse and fall. We will not allow these criminals to shed more of our youth's blood on the ground. We will not give them that opportunity. We will not go back. The freedom of Iran is near. The blood spilled on the ground of Iran's immortal children guides us toward victory. We are not alone. Global assistance will arrive soon as well. Wait for my next messages. We will soon reclaim our dear Iran from the Islamic Republic and hold celebrations of freedom and victory everywhere in Iran. Global assistance is coming soon. What global assistance? As far as I know, it's the United States. Have we heard anything from other European nations actually saying they will support, not just words, but action? The only one that I see that's talking is our president, taking action. And yes, Israel has to be careful here. And I think Israel's just going to sit back and let the United States handle it. Unless Israel is attacked, then it's game over. That would be the game changer. But would that be necessarily something Iran, the regime, would want to do so they can say, look, the Zionist regime is attacking us? What do you think the people would say? Let them. Let them hit you. Let them hit the IRGC bases. Let them. Bring them. You think the people are going to be distracted by the rhetoric saying, look, Israel, the Zionist regime is hitting our country? What do you think? The UK, they may provide some support assets in the air, like tankers, and I don't think they're going to be involved in anything direct hitting Iranian targets. I don't think so. They might be a support with fuelers and stuff, but I don't necessarily think they're going to get involved directly. I don't see that. I think it's the president, to be honest. Let's see if Netanyahu has said anything, because he made a statement earlier that was interesting. Let me see if he said anything more recent. This was old, and this was earlier. Israel is closely monitoring the events unfolding in Iran. The protests for freedom have spread throughout the country. The people of Israel and the entire world stand in awe of the immense bravery of Iran's citizens. Israel supports their struggle for freedom and strongly condemns the mass, I can't say the word on TikTok, unalived people that's going on of innocent civilians. We all hope that the Persian nation will soon be liberated from the yoke of tyranny, and when that day comes, Israel and Iran will once again be faithful partners in building a future of prosperity and peace for both nations. That's what Netanyahu said hours ago. What's happening? Fox News? Reza was on this morning on Fox News with Maria at 10 a.m. Eastern. I don't know if that's what you're referring to about the Fox. I don't know if Fox News is there right now. They're talking about Maduro. It's a replay, and it's actually a replay feed that you sent me, Oreo. That's not live from Fox. That's a replay. Let's see if Rubio is saying anything on X. These are certain people you want to pay attention to if they're saying anything. At least that's what I've been paying attention to. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah, Rubio's been quiet. He's not saying much. He said something last night that got Lindsay started. And actually, when that wasn't Marco, it was Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz said something, and then Lindsay responded, "God bless Texas," or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, nothing as of late from Ted Cruz either. I'm just checking X. Information is hard to get because thank to Elon Musk with the Starlinks. I mean, really, Elon. At least making some communication possible coming out of Iran. And they're going around looking for these Starlinks. And a lot of this is old stuff posted. There was a lot of people protesting in London today. And they keep putting that same thing that the president mentioned on Air Force One. There's a lot of those videos being shared. And you're actually starting to see some Democrats come out in support of the people, but not necessarily saying anything much more. You know how that goes. Yeah, I'm not seeing, this is all older information. I'm not seeing anything fresh. There is stuff that's graphic, and I'm not going to share it because I cannot confirm that this is real. That's another thing. And with the time of AI, that's another problem. The credibility behind a lot of this stuff. You just can't, I don't want to share stuff like that because we just don't know. So yeah, there's not much coming out. It says here there was a massive turnout tonight protest in London against the regime in Iran. So that's what they're saying here. There was a massive turnout of people. And it looks like it's confirmed because a lot of people are talking about it. I'll play a video of that. How's that? It looks like this may have occurred. Mom, please don't. Just please don't.
Before you do that,
Oh my gosh.
because I don't know where you put it.
It's in the black freezer.
Okay.
Wow, look at all these people in London at the embassy. I did it. Why do I keep doing that? All I gotta do is this. I'm sorry. I apologize, people, for my mom talking in the background.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk.
No. Look at all the people. Wow. And that was in London. Oh my gosh, KJ on TikTok. Yeah, poor Storm Chaser with his power. It's been windy, but not like that. So I'm checking. I'm not seeing anything that is standing out to me at the moment. Let me see if Donald Trump Jr. has said anything. I think he's going to leave it to Senior. Yeah, he's not talking about it at all. refresh. And here, everyone's opinions matter. You don't need to do a super chat here to get attention. I'll just make that clear. I'm not a fan of that. That you only get noticed if you super chat. Everybody's voice matters, whether you pay or you don't. The people that do that are in support of what the person is doing. That's to me what makes sense. Yeah, it's regurgitating the same stuff over and over again. And there's plenty of streams out there that have been putting these videos out there ad nauseum. What I'm looking for is like stuff that's actually breaking. I can't imagine what... Can you imagine? Let's see if the regime, if Khamenei has said anything, because I added it just to see. Because I think it's important to see what they're putting out there too. Let's see. I did add it, but I don't find it now. Hey, okay, here, let's see. Let's see what he's saying. If anything at all, if he came out of the bunker. Okay, so he posted this 14 hours ago. Today, the Iranian nation is even better equipped and armed than it was at the time before the revolution. Both our spiritual strength and our material and conventional weapons are not comparable to what we had before. And then an hour before that, the Iranian people will not tolerate mercenaries from foreign powers. He's delusional in a lot of ways. He wrote this 16 hours ago. During the 12-day war, more than 1,000 Iranian citizens were martyred. The President of the United States said that he had ordered it. He has therefore confessed that the blood of the Iranians is on his hands, and now he says he's on the side of the Iranian nation. That's what he's saying. He also said, the President of the United States declared that if the Iranian government did this or that, he would side with the rioters. The rioters have placed their hopes in him. If he's so competent, let him manage his own country then. So that's what's coming from Khomeini. There's a lot of... There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff coming up from that side too. And I'm just reading it to let everybody know what he's saying. So right now, it's kind of quiet, the information that's coming out. Not seeing much. It is early morning hours in Tehran, Iran right now. Alexa, what time is it in Iran?
It's 6:46 a.m. in Iran right now.
The sun is about to rise. Yep, sure is. You can see it on flight radar. Right there. Where did that tanker go? I was paying too much attention to this. And I was tracking that tanker. Where did he go? Where did the tanker go? It was right about here, and now I don't see it. It couldn't have gone that far. Where did the Strata tanker go? Did it turn off its transponder already? That is interesting. Or did it turn more to the south? Ma, please. I'm live. Thank you. I know. The transponder, I mean, it's gone. There was a tanker that left Qatar and was heading north-northwest, and now it's not there. I should have kept an eye on it. Because I am not seeing it now. Interesting. It turned off its, maybe it'll re-pop up. Sometimes that happens. But did it turn off its transponder already? That's not what it's been doing. Because like I said, I've been paying attention to this for days. What is this? Is this going into the RAF? Where's that going? Or landing? What's this? No. Stop. No. Because this is the base, the Royal Air Force Base right here. In Greece. Let's refresh. Let's do that. And this is the gold package, you know, for flight radar, so it's pretty good. Yeah, there's not much going on here. Got to keep an eye on Syria, too. Because they've been hitting ISIS targets in Syria. I am not seeing that tanker, though. It was there a few minutes ago. Like, what, 15 minutes ago? It couldn't have traveled that far. Where did that tanker go? It wasn't here. It was up here. Mom, that's the local town siren. They test it all the time. Wow, that's interesting. The tanker's not there. What do you guys think? Would they do a daytime? I don't think that's strategically smart, but would they do a daytime strike? I say no. But nobody would really expect it in the day, would they? I would not do it, but I'm saying. This is another area of concern. The Persian Gulf. Definite. And just because we don't see anything doesn't mean it's not there. What is that? No. Because you can see a lot of the planes are labeled. And I am checking Oman because there was a lot of activity in Oman. You know what we need to check too? Germany. There was a lot of C-17s coming from Germany. Ramstein. Let's see. Let's see if we pick out any U.S. aircraft here. Or UK.
Ukraine.
No, UK.
Oh.
Britain. England.
I was just thinking of Burma.
They're not going to go that far north. They're going to start heading south toward the Mediterranean. I'm not seeing, what is this? I'm not seeing anything. Doesn't mean. not seeing anything. I don't know if anybody sees anything, let me know. Because I'm trying to scan the entire screen. It's not that easy. But I didn't pick up anything. Again, that does not mean they're not there. It's just transponders, but I'm not seeing anything. And hope everybody on TikTok and all the other platforms. What? Top right, what? Jamming map. Where on flight radar? Jamming map? How do I do that? Texas and Cook. Tell me. What do I do? Where is the jamming map? Tell me what to do on flight radar. I am watching you on TikTok. I'm not moving. It's on your top right bar and press it. It's in my top right. You're talking about over here, top right? Where? Where? I'm stopping. I'm listening to you both. The menu will come down and it's there. This is the gold plan, so flight data. Shit. Excuse my language. Aviation data? Press the triangle. Oh my God. Are we talking about this one? GPS jamming map. Oh. Holy shit, I never even knew. Thank you for telling me that. You guys rock. You see, I love it when people help. Yeah, the Red Sea. There's some areas here. Yes. Learn something new every day. Thank you for telling me that. I mean, really. You could see in Syria. Definitely Iran. And definitely in Western Iran. All flights have been diverted over the Red Sea, and all of Iran is jammed, and northbound Europe too. Thank you for, I appreciate both you, Texas, and Cook for helping me on TikTok. Thank you. That is really interesting to see this, though. You could see what's going on with Israel. Wow. Now, how the heck do I get back? Do I just go back and go to the live map? Yep. Oh, you guys rock. Seriously, that was cool. Now I know what to do in the future. And God bless the people of Texas and everybody else that's watching wherever you are. And I've been saying this, and I'm just gonna state it. This is not in any way a political partisan opinion when I say this. If our president helps and assists the people of Iran and the regime falls and Iran is free again, it doesn't matter if you like or dislike this president, he's going down in history. as being one of the greatest presidents in the 21st century, bringing peace to that region. Period. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right, but realistically, logically, that's my opinion. Because this could be such a global shift geopolitically. Stability in the region, relations between Iran and Israel, peace established, stability. And let some people say, oh, it's not going to happen that quick. Oh, it's going to happen fast. If I'm just saying, you have to be practical and look at it for what it is. This is unbelievable what's going on. I just hope and I pray that it does happen, because all these people that are on the streets sacrificing, risking, the brave, courageous people of Iran, if it doesn't happen, so many people are going to suffer from that regime to retaliate against them for this uprising to try to overtake this regime. It's going to be beyond unimaginable, horrific. I think we're at a point of no return right now. The regime must fall, or thousands, if not millions, of Iranians are going to suffer from it. Does anybody not disagree with that? I mean, really. You know, I always say this. People talk about other things going on in other places. This is about the Iranian people and what they've been going through for 47 years. Such cruelty, oppression. It's you know, and that's another thing. We live in this country, some of us that are here in the United States, and we have a lot of things going on here. That's undeniable. But think about the conditions in some other countries compared to ours. And we fight for our personal freedoms every day. Imagine, I'm just saying this, imagine if they had a Second Amendment type of situation for the citizens in Iran. They'd be able to fight and resist. Instead, they bring dump trucks dropping stones so people could throw them. I'm just saying, if you put that in some type of context. And like I said, I think we're at the point, there's no turning back now. The regime must fall, or so many people in Iran are going to suffer like they've never suffered before. And it's so sad. Obviously, they cut the internet and they cut power out to the people. I want you to go look at something. Do your own research on this. Look at what happened to the lake and the water supply in Iran. It is so bad. The food shortages, because they had to stop irrigating their farms. A lot of their food is imported. A lot of their water is become imported into the country, especially Tehran. Tehran is the city that's been severely hit. These people are suffering. Yet they're out there every night. They could be starving, they could be, but they're still out there. They're fighting for their lives, for their freedoms. This is it. The economy, and I don't know what the mainstream media is doing. They're always saying, oh, this is because of the economy. No, this has become more than that. This has become more than that. They want change. They want the regime gone. They're done. And don't tell me that there's AI creating people chanting, long live the king. You know, and I'm on TikTok, so I gotta be careful. It's words of unalive to Khomeini. Don't tell me that that's not what the people across the nation are saying. I mean, seriously, let's stop. Because I think the media is trying to say that due to the economic stresses, the protests started. This is more than just a freaking protest now. That may have been a part of the trigger mechanism. But right now, they're fighting a revolution. Yes, and I have to give Goldie a lot of credit with Armin, 2CTV, for bringing this information out. They're doing their due diligence. I give them the utmost respect because they're the only ones really that I've been paying attention to that is bringing this out. So God bless them for doing what they're doing. Tusi can't even leave his house because of the threats. He's mentioned it numerous times already. He's risking his own life. And just because he lives in the UK, you don't think that they don't have people there? We all know they do. Look what happens in the UK. Look what happens in France. Look what happens all over the world. But yet they still speak out and try to bring truth to the public that we don't see in our media in general. And you know what? A lot of us may have our disagreements and may not agree on certain things. But I would hope that the American people, if they, you hear them say, oh, we support democracy, human rights, all this other stuff. Well, if you're not behind this, what the hell do you represent? Like somebody in TikTok just said, humanity. It's God's children too, if you're a religious person. And yes, I heard a crazy number like that too, Texas. Well, how do we, you know what I mean? I've seen images, videos of unalived in Tehran. I don't know. Some people say, oh, that's AI. That not be confirmed that it happened, such and such. It is freaking so sad. I would never show that on my stream, ever. But how could you not be moved and emotional when you see stuff like that? We don't know. We just don't know because the information is lacking coming out of Iran on purpose, of course, because they don't want the world to see what's going on. We will eventually, I would hope. I know that this, people saying, oh, the president is not going to, this president has President Trump ever gone back on taking action when he said he would? Has he? Has he drawn a red line and then not, when they say, when they cross a certain line and he has used language and then not carried out on it? Has he? I'm not aware. If he has, please somebody tell me when that happened. What is Mystic saying? AI will be taking us to right in the next coming years. Oh, for sure. It is scary. The AI is so scary in so many ways. Like, oh my gosh, that's a whole conversation. That's like a whole separate. But even, did you see what the president said on Air Force One tonight? Did anybody see it? Would you like, if you haven't, you want me to play it? He's taking it hour by hour. He keeps mentioning about the stampede. And he says there had been some shootings. Oh, you have seen it? What he said on Air Force One? I'll play it. Let's play it, because some people may have not seen it. Let's do that. Let me go back. It's all over X. I'll tell you one thing. And I think Lindsay mentioned that they're going to be going on sale. Make Iran a MIGA hat. Make Iran great again. Yeah, the Air Force One clip. All right, I'm going to play it. Hold on. Lindsay said they're going to be going on sale. I wouldn't mind having a Mega cap. I'm just saying. Yes. All right, I'm going to lower my volume.
Something really nice from Iran to engage diplomatically with you or perhaps negotiate on nuclear program.
With Iran?
Yeah, do you think they want to engage diplomatically with you?
They do. They called
They called you? Is it still
yesterday.
an option? Is it still an option?
Iran called to negotiate.
Yesterday.
The leaders of Iran called. They want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States.
Are you sharing details on that call?
Iran wants to negotiate, yes.
Negotiate what?
We may meet with them. I mean, a meeting is being set up. But we may have to.
I don't know if that's the clip, because that's not the clip I seen. That's something old. That's bullshit. That is not what I saw earlier. Wait, whoa. What? That's not, did anybody hear that? That's not the one I heard. Hold on. I heard a whole different type of clip. Sorry.
Yesterday, the leaders of Iran.
I didn't see this part. Did he say this tonight? I heard something totally different. It might be this one.
Yeah.
What's the message to them?
Yeah.
You can find out pretty soon.
You said that help is on it.
Yeah, go.
Leaders as a subcommittee.
Yeah.
What's the message to them?
You can find out pretty soon.
No. He said something else too. Yeah, the new clip. That's what I'm looking for. I had it earlier. Let me see if it's this one.
After going through it for years with me, being hit, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, the Iran nuclear threat wiped out, don't you think, and then you just had Venezuela, don't you think, she says, CNN, do you think they take your threat seriously? Wouldn't you say they do after all of the things we've done? What a stupid question.
No, we got to hear the other clip. That's bullshit. There was another clip. They are not trying to negotiate. He can't. I got to look at this better. I got to find it because I'm not just going to sit here and search like this. I found a whole different clip. I don't know what the heck that one is because he said something else. I'm taking it by the hour. I'm getting updates by the hour. But they're saying that he did say that. He dropped the bombshell. Iranian leaders called him yesterday, begging to negotiate. I wonder if Iran's going to make a statement about that. I know some of the audio is terrible. I have a mixer board. I can boost it up a lot. And still, yes, it was still terrible. Here's that video when they broke the window of that U-Haul driver. Who the hell is this dude? That's cray-cray. And he had a sign on the truck, too. I want to see what that's... Hold on. I got to pause this. I have the volume up too high. Did you see the U-Haul incident? I do want to lower the volume when they busted... He drove into the crowd. I want to see what the sign says. There was somebody on top of the truck, too. What does the truck say? He has a sign on the truck. Right there. No Shah, no regime. USA, don't repeat 1953. No mullah. This was in LA today. 2 people were injured. During anti-regime protests by a rally, this individual decides to drive a U-Haul through it. And they chased him down. You guys didn't see this? Rapid response, that's probably where I seen it. Thank you. I'll tell you, man, this is the thing that we do have to watch out. And I'm just going to say it. When you have a porous border, it's just not about human trafficking. Some really dangerous people cross over that border too. And they get them in. That's a freaking serious thing that we have to worry about in our country. I'm just saying. That's scary. And we have to pay attention to that. All right, let me look up rapid response. Which one is it, though? Shit. I'm going to follow. Has to be this one. Yeah. That's the cap. They have a bunch of the clips. I'm just checking which one. Yeah, that's the one with the CNN. Greenland. Cuba. Venezuela. Oh, here it is. There it is. Thank you. Whoever told me that. Older in dirt. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to follow. This is the clip. Thank you. Let's play this one. This is the one I seen. I didn't see the others.
There seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent. If you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it. And we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination. Some of the protesters were killed through the stampeding. I mean, you know, there's so many of them. And some were shot. We're getting a full report. I'm getting an hourly report. And we're going to make a determination.
I mean, okay, we have to really think about this. The regime is desperate. We know this. It's like telling Maduro, you have really one option. Oh, actually, there's two options. Either we're coming in and you're going to get taken and hit, or you can simply just get out, resign. We'll even fly you out. He made that offer to fly him and his wife and their son, I believe, out of the country. But he had to resign at the tarmac as president. What would the offer be to the Iranian leaders? And when he said leaders, who are the leaders? The president? The supreme? Are you kidding me? I don't see that happening. A negotiation at this point. I just don't. What do you guys think? Anybody? I'm going to read the chat. From yeah, he's talked about that too, Bob. I've seen him talk about that. I don't think that we're at the point of negotiation. They gotta go, or they're gonna get hit very hard. I don't think there's a what kind of negotiation could take place right now. For them, what are they trying to stay in power? That's not going to happen at this point. Could you actually see that happening at this point? Hell no. I don't. Anybody else? Exactly. There won't be no negotiations. He might be just saying that. Because I haven't seen anything from the Iranian side saying, yes, we did call the Biden. Could you imagine? Now, I did hear that some of them in the parliament are trying to flee and get visas to France and other places. I heard that. Look, you're right. How can we save the most people? Because I'm hearing reports that thousands already have become unalived. I have to say that, tuba to you, because I'm on TikTok. If the reports are correct, and already thousands have lost their lives, I mean, and that's what I was saying before, Older and Dirt. Imagine if they had a Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. I'm just saying. I don't know if that would work in a country like that. I'm just saying. So I get your point, if that's what you're kind of referring to. I did follow rapid response. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that. Negotiation. Okay, here's a post which I don't know. Somebody put this post. I gotta show more. This is just the commentary. I'm not buying into this. I can't. This is just somebody's commentary. Meeting with the Iranian regime right now would be the worst thing the Trump administration could do. It would be construed as an external intervention on the side of the regime while the Iranian people are risking their lives to displace it. It would set a bad message when President Trump's messaging has been so strong. And it says here below, Iranian diplomats such as the foreign minister Abbas Araghchi are already putting out feelers. See, it's not the leadership, though. For dialogue to the Trump administration, looking for a diplomatic process with the United States that would insulate Tehran from more pressure. Bullshit. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. Oh, Trump told reporters on F1 that Iran reached out to the United States yesterday and proposed holding talks on a nuclear deal. And he said, we may meet them. Really? Nuclear deal? Now? Does that make any sense? What about their ballistic program? I ain't buying this. I am just not buying this. What is it? Anybody else? How's my golf game? That's one sport I never really got into. I was more playing baseball and football, hockey, not basketball. Kelly's mine. No way. I agree. Does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh my God, there was turbulence on the plane, and the president. We should watch this. This is kind of a funny clip. Let's just play it. I'm gonna share it.
It's not going to be Caroline.
Ma, please.
Oil companies make commitments
put me in a position where there's absolutely nothing to grab. So I'm looking for something to grab, and it's not going to be Caroline.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, that's funny to me. And it's not going to be Caroline. I'm looking for something to grab, but it's not going to be Caroline. Oh, that's funny. Because there was turbulence on the plane. Oh, that's priceless, really. Little sense of humor on the plane while he's meeting with the press corps. Mark Levine, what's he talking about? Is it the same thing?
Their leaders are just, they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it.
Uh-oh.
And
Mark Levine reposted this.
very strong option.
Hold on.
Make a determination. Some of the protesters were killed through
Yeah.
the stampeding. I mean,
Yeah, that's the same
there's
thing.
so many of them. And some were shot. We get a full report. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination.
So that's the one that the one that we just seen from Rapid Response. Mark Levine just reposted it. It's like, I mean, you can pick and choose which snippet you want to use. You know what I mean? I'm gonna refresh and see if there's anything. We got to check flight radar because that tanker was heading toward Iraq, the typical flight path, and then it turned its transponder off. It doesn't usually do that. Not in the last. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Wait. This is commentary. Oh my God. See, we can't trust some of this stuff because you just don't know. Now, this was supposedly, allegedly in Lebanon with Hezbollah. There is, let's see. So Israel's hitting targets in Lebanon. Whoa. That's just probably debris from the rocket itself. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, so they're trying to weaken the proxies as much as they can across Syria, Lebanon, in Iraq too. Okay, so here's somebody else put this up. Possible elements within the Islamic regime in Iran are offering the United States administration to remove Khamenei and install a transitional government with IRGC militia and army commanders, as well as some business leaders from the bazaar. No. They know the writing's on the wall. They're getting desperate. They know it. They're desperate. They know it. They're trying to work a deal. That's probably what that was about with the president. The foreign minister reaching out. They're trying to come up with some other makeshift transitional government. Because maybe what happens is we've heard the rumors of him going to Moscow or whatever the hell and just trying to hold some semblance of power, the Islamic Republic. No. No. They all got to go. Unless they They put down their arms and join the people. No, you're not staying in power. None of you are. None of these people that were part of this regime stay in power. They have to all go. That would be my opinion. So in this I can't, like I said, I can't confirm what I'm seeing here. Tommy Robinson did put this out there, so this could be legitimate. And the caption reads, Iranian revolutionaries have begun marking the houses of Khamenei's regime. And so they can be hit. Now, again, I cannot verify or confirm this, but this is what Tommy Robinson is saying. They're marking the homes of the regime. So they can hit them with Molotovs, take them out. This is allegedly what Tommy Robinson is reporting. I don't know. I'm just sharing it. Again, we have to take everything with a grain of salt because we do not have. Do we know it's credible? Oh, it's definitely become organized. You have to remember. Do you think the Mossad is not on the ground and have been on the ground for God knows how long? Years? The infiltration. Look what happened during the 12-day. The commanders taken out, scientists taken out, certain things. I think you might see a cyber attack on Iran in their infrastructure before anything happens too. Watch out for cyber attacks. Don't you think? And I'm talking about their energy sector, command control, defense. No? That's an old, ancient symbol of the Iranians. And yeah, see, Mystic Sun is saying, most definitely cyber infrastructure. That's, you would think, right? Makes sense to me. I can't trust this. And again, somebody mentioned it on TikTok. The AI factor is beyond. And they have been doing, this is an AI generated video kind of thing, but not enough. Not enough. A lot of them slip through the cracks. It's so bad. Yes, I saw that. Putting up the temporary placards. Donald Trump Street. I seen that. That happened a few days ago. I seen those videos. Yes. Okay, time out. And this is open source. I'm just saying. This is what they have in the caption of what he said earlier. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Sunday that the Iranian leaders called him yesterday and they want to negotiate a meeting. All right, this is the quote that they're putting that the president said. I didn't catch this part. They want to negotiate. A meeting is being set up, but we may have to act because of what's happening before the meeting. I didn't catch that part. Did you guys catch that part? No way the citizens are stopping. There's no way. They're listening to Reza Pahlavi. That's who they're taking their marching orders from. He's putting out the messages. That's who they're listening to right now, too. Ma, please, if you're going to talk, go to the other room, please. I'm live. Did he say that? We may have to act because of what's happened before the meeting. I didn't catch that. Yes? Kelly's mind says yes. So who cares about the meeting right now? And they're definitely going to be in a place of weakness after that. Good luck with that meeting. You may be fleeing and trying to get visas to get the hell out of the country before that meeting occurs. Because they're coming after you. The people of Iran are coming after you. And that's another thing. I don't want the Ayatollah to flee to Moscow or anywhere else. He needs to be captured and held to justice by the Iranian people. Let them do it. Not us, not anybody else. The Iranian people. It is for them to bring him to justice. In my opinion. Not for us to take him and... No. Let the Iranian people, they deserve that. And all the other... It's almost like Nuremberg in Germany. They need to be held accountable for the atrocities against their people, period. Again, this is my opinion. And that's what's all over X right now, that the opposition leaders are trying, the leaders are trying to negotiate some kind of meeting. See, this is what I reported earlier. After the White House's hint and the call that God protect our forces, movement of U.S. aircraft was recorded in the Iranian airspace. In addition, several tanker aircraft and B-52 bombers took off from the U.S. Air Force Base in Qatar. I was covering that before. Though I'm not sure it went into Iranian airspace now, but who knows? But that's what somebody put. A reporter asked this question. Is your government in contact with the leaders of the Iranian opposition regarding the developments? Trump said yes. Reporter, what is your message to them? You'll find out soon. This president is not backing down. No way. Wishful thinking by the Iranian members that are trying desperately to reach out to the president now. Too late. Too late. I really would love to know, in a way, like, my God, how is this all going to play? I think all of us are like, how is this all going to play out? Would Iran launch, from an act of desperation, ballistic missiles toward Israel as one final desperate attempt? That's a scary thought. Now, believe it or not, I don't know if some of you have had this. We remember when October 7th happened. And there was an app, the Red Alert app, to indicate anything coming in, whether it was from Iran or Gaza or Lebanon. Remember that Red Alert on the phones? Did any of you have them? Mine is activated. Again, God forbid something's launched toward Israel. The alerts will go off. Do you remember that? Mine is now activated again. I hope it doesn't go off. But believe me, you know the Israeli government will put those red alerts out if... No, it's not the emergency system. It's called Red Alert. It's an app. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm sure some of you may have had it, right? Oh, yes, the 48... I said that earlier tonight. The next 48 to 72 hours could be cray-cray for the regime. Oh, here we go. For the regime.
What happened? Benny!
Alex! Tycho! This drives me nuts every night. Tycho! Kendrick, what's going on?
What the hell happened here?
He always does this with Kendrick. What's happening? Are you doing the room still?
Yeah, bro. I'm just mopping out now. I gotta do the dust down with the. I'm gonna use that Clorox
Clorox?
wipes with the Windex.
Yep.
All right.
Because let me know when you start bringing the stuff back in so we can put it away.
Okay.
You just downloaded the app? He always does that, Mom, every time.
Pero ¿de dónde salió este?
He always goes after his feet when he comes into the room. This is always. This is not.
Oh, he came in the
Anyway, getting back to what we were discussing.
Jesus Christ.
So some of you have downloaded that app.
Whew. I almost had a heart attack.
Going up here, bro.
Yeah, but is the other door open?
Yeah.
So then do it.
Just put it out.
It's simply called Red Alert. And it looks like this. It's hard to see it. It looks like that. You see it? That's the Red Alert. And you could see no alerts from today or recent. See it? That's the Red Alert app. No alerts in the past day. That's what it says. But it's called Red Alert. Remember that now? And you were here going, it is quite annoying, but it's meant to be that way to get your attention. Matter of fact, I could do a test. It will get your attention. I gotta put my glasses on. But some of you remember this. And there is a way to test it. Self-test. That. Remember that? That's a sound we don't want to hear, but remember that sound? You would see streams going on and you'd hear that in the background. That's their red alert system. And if I would install it, God forbid, because if you hear that go off, that means Iran has launched missiles toward Israel. You remember hearing that in Japan? That's the only reason I have it activated, because this will tell me something may be going on in Israel. That would tell me that Iran has launched missiles toward Israel. It's just another way to see gauge what's going on. That would not be a sound I want to hear. I don't think anybody would want to hear that, right? Okay, so somebody asked the question: if the Iranian regime leaves now, then Israel can do whatever it wants in the Middle East, right? Well, Pahlavi and Netanyahu already have a friendly relationship. Go look it up. Look at the photos they have taken in the past. I definitely see some type of a peace deal negotiation between.
Check type of leg.
I would definitely see some type of a peace negotiation. I'm not saying that Iran would necessarily recognize Israel as a country, as a state, but they did have a relationship in the past. Oh, my mother, she's talking in the background. It's driving me nuts.
You
I know.
what?
Oh, here we
Typhoid
go.
is hurt.
Is he?
Check
Let me check my dog.
his leg.
She said he's hurt.
What the hell?
Where is he?
Well, yeah, don't push him
He's
too
not
much.
hurt. He's sleeping upside down. That's how he sleeps.
No, he just got here.
All right,
Turn
Mom.
around.
Okay, I'm live. Okay, he looks fine. Okay,
No,
thank you.
no. Oh, no.
I gotta mute.
Fill
I gotta
the
mute
leg.
everybody.
Fill the-
She's not gonna stop in the background, people. This is like becoming an impossibility right now. You can hear her. She's right there. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. There would definitely be some type of a peace negotiation between the two countries. I definitely see that happening. So, I mean, and they've already stated that. And I'll just show you an example. So this is not like I'm creating this because there's evidence of it. Here's one instance. There you go. Does that look like two people that are enemies? With their wives? He actually went to Jerusalem. Reza Pahlavi. So you can pretty much say that there's going to be some type of relationship between Iran, if the regime is overthrown and he returns as king, though there'll be a parliament, it will be a republic. I would definitely, if I was a betting person, you definitely can see some type of a peace negotiation, trade, economic trade, etc., between Iran and Israel. There's some people that don't want that. And that's why when you see what's going on with the relationships of the Syrian government with the United States that the president has established, trying to negotiate a peace agreement between Syria and Israel, well, why do you think that's so important? You think it's fake peace? Did they not have relationships before the Shah was overthrown? It was peaceful before. Why can't it be peaceful again? They had a relationship in the past. I mean, if you look at it. And that's why a lot of what's going on in Syria was they were sending the arms from Iran through Syria, through Lebanon, that would funnel downward to Hezbollah. And they cut that off. Oh, you're looking at it biblically. Well, that's a different, from a religious perspective, that's a whole different perspective. But, I mean, this is a very complicated situation. Because it's going to take quite some time to create a stable government. That's going to be very fragile if it happens. Very. It's going to take time. Even on Fox News this morning, the Crown Prince said it would take approximately 2 years. He said that on Maria's show this morning on Fox. So it's not like it's going to happen instantly. It's going to take time. And you know there's going to be factions that are going to try to undermine that and maybe even try to retake it back. No? I think so. Makes sense to me. Practical looking at it. So again, right now it's about the poor people of Iran, what they're going through right now. It's not good. And we just don't know due to the lack of information coming out. We just don't know. I'm going to look to see what's going on here, if anything.
Alexa, make the light in the living room.
One thing, air traffic has slowed down a lot.
What would you like to do with the lights in the living room?
Oh, what is going on now?
Off,
Obviously,
or
I'm
just
going to
the
have to get
brightness?
off soon because there's too much going on in the background here.
Honestly, this is my house.
And she's here. Now you hear her? This is impossible during a live stream like this, folks. Just so you know. Anyway, I'm going to show you the air traffic that's going on. Here, it definitely diminished. But that could be normal. I would have to go play back and see if this is like a normal situation at this time of the day. I don't know. Yeah, you can hear Mom in the background. You guys love it, huh? Hearing her in the background talking. Let's see if we see anything. It's just really distracting when you're trying to stream live.
Yeah, distract.
And she's still going. And I just don't want to keep fueling it. You know what I mean? I'm just making it worse. Anyway, let's see. Nothing going on. I see right here. That tanker disappeared earlier, though. It could be somewhere in Iraq right now. I don't see it. And you can see it's daylight already. It's definitely... Oh, what's that? What's this? What's this? It's probably... What is that? It looks like C-17? Yep, C-17. Where did it come from? Don't tell me that came from Germany. Are you serious? I was looking at that earlier. Whoa. Look how far. Wow. Wow. They're bringing them from all over Europe. A lot were coming from Germany. Wow. They're really bringing them in. Something's going down soon. A lot of C-17s been coming in. That baby's been in the air for quite some time. It's not available. Where do you think this is heading? Qatar? Or Qatar? This is Flight Radar 24. Wow. But there was a Strata tanker out there, but I'm not seeing it. It's probably somewhere in here. You also got to pay attention again to the UK base, which is here. 725, yeah, that's the last one. So no activity coming out of this base at the moment. The Royal Air Force. There's been German military planes in the air. There's been interesting activity going on. But at the moment, it's daylight. I am not foreseeing anything. Even though the tankers are still flying. I just don't know where they are. And there were a few aircraft in the Persian Gulf. U.S. aircraft and German. And UK. But not seeing anything at the moment. And you got to check around the whole thing. Because yes, last night there was a MQ-4C Triton drone flying over Oman. Down here. I picked it up last night. Right in here. Which was pretty odd. So things are pretty quiet as far as we can see on flight radar. At the moment. Because this is the main base right here. Let's see if it says anything. I doubt it. Oh, there you go. That was probably the tanker. Yep. Yep, that was a tanker. So that's where a lot of it is coming from. There even is activity coming from Bahrain, a little bit, not much, from the airbase. There was a little. Not much. There's overlap. Okay, there's those two airlines. Yeah, so I'm not picking up anything unusual that we can see. Though there was a tanker about an hour ago positioned right here heading northwest, and it usually would turn and head toward the west. But it turned its transponder off. Let's see what's going on in Tehran. That's another thing. Are Russian planes landing? Who's coming in? Istanbul. That's not even going there. Tehran to... Why would it be going back? What's up with that? That's odd. It left Tehran. That's an unusual little flight path right there. Interesting. Wow, it's windy here.
That's not the wind.
That is the wind. What is this? Not available. Iranian.
Alexa, what's the weather for Newburgh?
I mean, you would think it's going toward Tehran, right?
Alexa,
It's 33 degrees and mostly
Oh my
cloudy
God.
in Newburg right now. Today's high was
Alexa,
47
stop.
with a lo-
no, I want to know the weather.
The weather, it's clear but windy.
I want to see what she has to.
Alexa, what are the wind conditions currently?
Currently in Newburgh, you've got a steady 18 miles per hour breeze coming from the west-northwest. There are some stronger gusts hitting 35 miles per hour.
That's why it's windy. Okay. Anyway, getting back to what we're doing here. I would... Oh my God. This is impossible to do this live with you all. This is crazy. She's saying I need to get out of the house
That's right.
in Spanish, just so you know.
I'm tired of you.
And she's sitting here while I'm streaming when there's plenty of rooms in this house.
I'm watching my dog that got hurt.
Oh, okay. Anyway, getting back to this, I would assume that this is probably going to Tehran. I would assume. Because that's the general direction it's heading. Not available, but I would say the guess is it's probably coming into Tehran. Older than dirt. That's funny. Some militaries around the world would catch up with these. Yeah, you're right, Mystic Son. I'm trying to still read everybody's chats. I'm sorry if I apologize. They still don't let food in while they sleep in tents in the winter. When we are comfortably in our warm homes. These people are suffering. If you don't feel what I feel, then you're not human. I can only imagine. And here's the problem with that. It's so easy, and I say this all the time. I never like to say the word, I can relate. No, I can't. How can I? How could anyone? Unless they're living it. You don't know unless you're living it and going through it. I mean, let's put it in another practical way. The same way we're talking about what's going on in Iran. What about all the civilians in Gaza? What they're going through. Let's just be real about it now. It's horrific. And almost half of Gaza is made up of children. Over 2 million is last estimates is the population of Gaza. It's rubble. There's no infrastructure. It's it's just horrible what's going on there. And just to put things in a fair perspective here, what are those people going through right now? It's horrific because it's the civilians that suffer. It's as simple as that. The suffering. And they're caught up in it. Alexa, how much of Gaza is made up of children?
Children make up about 40 to 50% of Gaza's population, with estimates varying between 40% and 47% across different sources. The ongoing conflict has had severe impacts on Gaza's children, with thousands killed, displaced, and facing humanitarian crises, including food shortages, healthcare collapse, and psychological trauma. The situation has evolved significantly since the conflict began, with children bearing the brunt of the humanitarian impact across multiple dimensions, including health, education, and basic survival needs.
Alexa, stop. So, I mean, again, to put things in perspective, there's a lot of people out there that are suffering. And they are innocent. These are children caught up in that. It's so tragic and sad. Wow, that's pretty profound what you just wrote. I'm on TikTok. I don't know if that, but that's really interesting what you just put in there on the Tuba de You. Ismail. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. I'm actually reading it again to... Do you know the story of the lion and the donkey? The donkey says that the grass is yellow, and the lion says no, it's green. So they argue, and then they go to the king. He asks who is right. He tells the lion, "You are wrong." The lion asks, "Why?" The king says, "Because you are smarter. What are you doing arguing with a donkey?" The king says, "That's why I'm giving you a punishment." Hello, Connie. Isn't that? I bet you a lot of people didn't know that Gaza made up of almost half of them are children. I knew that before this whole thing happened. It is horrific. Innocent children. They don't know what the hell. Now, don't get me wrong. Some countries indoctrinate from a young age. We know that happens. Can you imagine all the thousands of children that were taken from Ukraine back to Russia? You don't think they're being indoctrinated? Thousands. I heard the number was like near 20,000 children were taken from Ukraine back to Russia. Russian territory. Think of that. So this is not just, this is happening globally all over the place. Think what goes on in Africa. All over. This is so sad. I know, the focus over there is Iran, Ukraine, and what goes on here, South America. Think what might happen in Cuba soon. Their economy is about to collapse.
Alexa, turn the lights on in the living room.
The lights are on
Okay.
in the living room.
I can't see Tycho.
Alexa, brighten living room light.
Yeah.
Got it.
So there's a lot of sad, beyond things going on. Pretty much all over the globe. It is so sad. I'm just saying. But right now, the main focus for me has been Iran. And I think, like somebody, I think it was Mystic's son or somebody in TikTok said, I think it's going down in the next 48 to 72 hours. I think the president it's a go. It's just a matter of when it happens. Are they going to necessarily, because that's been a lot of talk too, are they going to necessarily wait for the carriers to get in position from the South China Sea? Because that's where they are. It's going to take time to head west toward the Persian Gulf. But do you need them? Unless you're doing a seriously large-scale airstrike, do you necessarily need them? When you got the bombers on standby and possibly submarines, cruise missiles. It depends on the scale. But then again, if you're expecting some kind of retaliation against our bases or Israel, both, wouldn't it be smart to wait till the carriers get in closer proximity to have that support? Why does everybody think that this has to be rushed to happen? Don't get me wrong. The situation on the ground in Iran is absolutely desperation. They need assistance ASAP. You cannot allow any crack and give that regime a chance. You cannot do that. It's really inevitable. It has to happen very soon. Does anybody disagree with that? I mean, those people are, oh my God, risking their millions across the country. This isn't just in Tehran or Mashhad, or this is all over the country. And you know what I bet you the IRGC are doing? And the security forces? They're letting the people protest, and they're probably standing by and filming them to identify them. Could you imagine if this regime is allowed to stand, how many people are going to suffer at the hands of the regime? There are women, grandmothers, children, of course, men of all ages. You think they're going to care about that? It has to go. It has to happen now. This is a point of no return for the Iranian people. I truly believe that. We cannot, I mean, if they're trying to make a deal with the president, negotiations, that cannot happen at this point. That regime cannot stay. They've got to go, and it's going to be up to the Iranian people to put them to justice. No one else. Not us, no one. They need to face the justice by the Iranian people, period. Alexa, dim living room light, 50%.
What?
That light is driving me nuts in my face.
Okay.
It's some hat.
Mom, please stop. Alexa, dim living room light.
Déjame quieta que ahora yo estoy encabronada. Que me deja quieta.
Yes, Midnight Hammer. Well, this might be I don't want to say that because they went out to the nuclear facilities. But they've got to take out the IRGC. They've got to try to help the Iranian people more on an equal footing to do what they need to do. The IRGC, and they have a lot of funding, a lot of money. This is not easy. Iran wants to talk with Trump, but as an Iranian, we want our freedom. I absolutely am with you, 100%. Look what Reza Pahlavi, I don't know how to say his name properly, forgive me if they are listening to him. They are taking direction from their future king. That's who they're listening to. They want their freedom. That's all you hear on the streets. And I'm just going to say it even though I'm on TikTok. Death to the dictator. Return of the king. Long live the king. And mentioning Reza's name. Holding up pictures. Tearing down statues and flags of the regime. And putting up the lion and the sun. I mean, how much more do people need to see to realize they want freedom? They want democracy. They want it back. I'm watching chat. I'm looking at what you're writing. Oh my God, that's such a thing that you said though. Iran versus Israel war, 12 days. Iran versus Iranians against Iranian regime, 15 days and going on. Oh my God. And let me ask you a question. And I can't see too good right now because that light is in my face. I'll just say games. Let me ask you a question. Since I'm assuming you are Iranian. Let me ask you this question. If the regime were to launch a strike against Israel, you know Israel's not going to target the civilians. There's no way. But if they were to hit IRGC targets and focusing on the ballistic systems, defensive systems, and everything else, do you think that people would be distracted of what's going on right now by the regime saying, oh, the Zionists are attacking us. They're attacking our country. Or do the people would say, please do, hit them hard. Help us. What do you think the Iranian people would say? You think they're going to be distracted from what they're doing right now, fighting against the regime? They're going to say, join us, join the fight, help us take them out. I think it would be the latter. I think they would welcome that if they hit the IRGC targets. I want to know your opinion on that. Because I've been wondering that. Because they might try to do that to try to distract the people from the revolution that's going on right now. Because it is a revolution. This is not a protest. That protest word needs to be thrown out. The media is saying it's based on the economy. This is more than that. This is about regime change, freedom, democracy. This is a revolution by the Iranian people. Screw that protest word. I can't stand it anymore. Because that's what the media is doing. So I know there's a little delay, games. And Older and Dirt says they would say, bring it on. The regime is already done. They just are not recognizing the situation. Oh, of course. I'm sure he's hiding in a bunker. If not, who knows? I mean, they've been talking about this guy being severely ill for years and this and that. They need to capture him and make him face justice. The Iranian people need to get him. And maybe, you know, I'm just going to say it. Maybe the Mossad, the CIA might make that happen, help make that happen. Because a lot is happening internally in the country, too, with assistance. You know that. You know that. And I got to be careful because I'm on TikTok. So, right now there's not much going on in Tehran as far as traffic. I've been watching it too. There's one, is this incoming? So earlier tonight, I seen the most bizarre thing. There was a flight coming from Mashhad heading to Tehran, but then it went past the airport. It went here and then came back and then eventually landed. This has been very unusual, the activity near Tehran.
I'm doing it for your own good.
Near Tehran airport, the both of them. This is the Khomeini one, and this is the other one. I can't remember the name. I can't say that. I'm gonna mess it up. Mehrabad. I know I'm saying that wrong, and I apologize. But my God, we got to act soon because those people are suffering. I mean, we literally, thousands may have already lost their lives already, literally, throughout the country. I'm afraid to know what the actual numbers are. I'm really afraid. It's like a massacre. I can't even imagine. That's why I give a lot of credit to Tusi TV for doing Mehrabad. Again, I apologize. I mispronounce a lot. I'm a New Yorker. It happens all the time. But and Mom, she'll say it. Do we not support the Iranian people?
Sure. I don't
Of
care
course.
what nationality.
All right, what's this? That's a C-17, and it's probably heading.
And my Ukraine people.
It's probably heading to Qatar right now.
I even.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
I
That's all.
always-
Simple.
And I always bring food to the Ukrainian people, all people that they had them in hunger over there.
Mom does do that. She brings food to the, and I do too, to the food bank. We try to help people as much as we can. And that's, you know.
I
All right, Mom,
I don't like
please.
the
I shouldn't have asked the
I don't
question.
like the abuse.
I shouldn't have asked the question.
Because all those people.
I opened up that can of worms.
have
All right,
kids and-
last count you heard was 203, but I feel the number isn't even close. No way. Again, depending on where,
Those people are
I mean, I've been watching Goldie, and I've been watching Tusi TV. And I'm going to tell you, they've been doing a lot of great reporting on the information coming out of Iran. And they're all Iranians, whatever. I'm going to put soap in my mouth again. Chinese airplane. Whoa. Where are we looking now? There's a lot of Turkish planes. Where are you looking?
people, old people, man. I'll bring them. If they give them to me, I'll bring those people, old people, to my house.
I'm not seeing. I've been watching.
I bring them to
Let's see if this plane lands in Tehran, which it should. Oh my God, I'm way off.
You should see them crying,
Oh, it disappeared. It probably did land.
crying. You know how much that
What's
hurts
this one?
to see? Something like that.
Oh, that's another one. That left Mashhad.
People that do those things to old people, they should be hanged.
Are these all Iranian planes?
They get
Yep.
in a tree and hang
Another
right
one.
there.
Oh, what happened to the... Okay, so yeah, there's still international planes going on. Yeah, there's still international flights going over the country. Tehran, not available. Wonder where you're headed. Mashhad?
So freezing.
Could you imagine this plane is heading to Russia? Oh, you guys can't see the screen. I'm sorry. This one. Left Tehran, not available. It looks like it's going to Mashhad.
That's a good one.
That one. But there's still a lot of planes out there. What the hell is that? Am I seeing something that's... Or am I just like hallucinating? Yeah, that's just the label of the plane. I'm like, what was that? I'm like, did I just see something small?
My favorite place.
Oh my God. You know, eventually, everyone, I'm going to have to get off soon because it's just... It's not easy to hear two voices.
You know.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, let me.
And I shouldn't have said that
Take
just
you
now.
out of here right now by talking to your mother like that.
Mom, I'm live. You don't understand. This is not good. Oh my gosh. I'm respecting.
Of you disrespecting.
How am I disrespecting her by telling her that? I'm live.
Yeah.
I'm live. Does she not understand that out loud?
No.
You heard 5,000? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I hope that's wrong. Oh my God. I'm gonna try to hold out as long as I can. What is that? That's a business? Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what that's about? There's still some planes departing. Where is this? Where is that? Okay. Oh, so that's heading to the south. So there's still some movement within the country with these Iranian planes going. Got to keep an eye on that. And definitely to see if there's any planes coming in from Russia, Moscow, or China. There was one yesterday from Shanghai. I saw that. I wish I could mute, but I can't because then you won't hear me. Because you can tell by, that's an Iranian plane right there. I think. Yeah. You can tell by the letters. I don't know what that is.
What, Taco?
Iranian. Not available, not available. Interesting. Do you know what I captured yesterday? Do you guys want to see what I captured yesterday? You're not going to believe it. And I tried to tell Goldie and Tusi, you got to see what I captured yesterday. And I don't know what to make of it. I screen captured it. I got a plane labeled Shah. Shah D267 yesterday. I was like, could that, and it was over Jordan. And it was a Jordanian military plane. I want to bring it up on the screen now. Check this out. This was yesterday. What the heck was this? I'd never seen a plane labeled this way. That was yesterday. Is he en route? Is he en route? This was yesterday. Shah D267. Over Jordan. What's up with that? And here's another screenshot with the information. Right? Interesting handle. That's what I said. Interesting. Jordan Air Force. What was that? That was yesterday afternoon. No. That was yesterday morning. I got this. And I had to screenshot it because I'd never seen a handle with Shaw on it. I found that like, whoa. I don't know. I honestly, when I captured that, I said, and it didn't stay long. Now we could actually maybe, oh my God, it would be a little technical. It happened over Jordan. Oh my God, to try to bring this back to a time lapse, and it happened down here. Let's do the playback, but we're gonna have to. Oh my God, how many hours ago now is that? Oh my God, if it was yesterday morning-ish. Oh my God, it was the 11th. Oh my gosh, what time would we start? I mean, we could start the playback 24 hours. I'm just gonna start the playback and speed it. Because it was after it broke daylight. I remember that. Let's do it. Let's zoom in. It was right about here. Or was it more here? I can't remember now. Look, where am I looking? Yeah, I'm looking right. Yeah. It was right in here. I gotta get ready to pause. I don't know if I went back far enough. I think I did.
When you come out, when you walk this way,
Yeah.
check my stuff. I want him to follow me. I don't know if he's going to bite me.
I could remember seeing that plane going at the time. I do remember a plane going up. I just don't remember the specific time. That's not it. You'll see it. Because I remember seeing it. Come on. It was definitely yesterday.
Oh.
Oh boy. Come on. I know you were there. I just don't remember the exact time. That's the problem. That's the great thing about Flight Rider, though, with the time lapse. I remember it was shortly after the sun rose, though. I'm confused with this UTC time. 24 hours ago. It would make sense. That would have been last. We might have to let this run a little bit. Maybe it was this plane coming up. I remember a plane coming up. I just don't remember the exact. Oh, we got to do the speed. What am I doing?
You're talking too much.
That would help, right? If we speed it up.
Oh, God. Yeah, it'll hurt you.
Where is it? Where is it? Come on.
Yo sigo hablando, la gente se cansa. What is that, rain?
That is wind.
Oh.
I know where I seen it.
Alexa, what's the weather for Newburgh, New York?
She keeps insisting with this weather.
Look, I could do
It's
anything
32
I want
degrees
in
and
my
mostly
house.
cloudy in Newburgh right now.
I'm not
Today's
in jail.
high was 47 with a low of 30 expected tonight. No precipitation in sight.
Oh, good. Thank you, Alexa.
You just made my day. Happy to help, Elizabeth.
I'm okay. Thank you very much, Alexa. Nice
I'll just drive myself crazy trying to find this.
Nice to have you with me in my house, Alexa. Very happy.
But I'm very stubborn, so I'm just gonna see. I know it was right in this area.
What I was gonna eat? The ice cream? Chocolate cake, I think. Something. Let me go to my bed. Chill out.
I'm watching carefully. Damn. I know. What's that plane? It was a small plane. What is this? All right, let me keep it going.
That soda is yours or mine?
It's mine.
Oh, okay.
It was a small plane like that. I mean, how much further can we go back? Wait a minute, you know something? Let's look at the screenshot for a second. Does that have a timestamp on it? I don't think so. Wait a minute. Let's bring up that photo again. I don't think I did. I should have. What's the... No. There's no... Wait a minute. I'm looking in the wrong freaking place! It wasn't down there. It was up there. Duh. All right, time out. It was right after the sun rose. We got to go back. Oh my God. What is that? No. We got to go back. I have to get it at an earlier date. It was in here. Jesus Christ, I should just start it over. Because I'll be here all fucking day. Excuse my language. Because I know it was in the morning. Let me do this shit over. Because I'll be here all night just trying to do this. January. Let's go early. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Where's the light? Because it wasn't dark. Where's the light? It doesn't show it? Ah, boy, oh boy. This might be going too fast. What the hell? Anyway, it was there. That's going too slow. The speed looks glitchy when it's too fast. I wish I would have freaking time-stamped it. And I'm not watching chat right now because this has got me going a little cray-cray at the moment. Where are the labels? Wouldn't that help? Wait a minute. Time out. What's today's date? It's not the freaking 11th. Duh. Bad, bad, bad. Wrong. It's the 10th. And I'm confused with this UTC. I've always been confused with UTC. I will start at 0. I will start at 0. I'm not kidding. I will start at 0.
You're gonna have to buy a mop.
Okay.
Because that one is disgusting.
Okay.
I can try nothing.
Uh-oh. TikTok. Yeah, but it happened on Saturday. Which would be the 10th. It happened yesterday. It wasn't today. Oh my God, this verification is driving me nuts. Remember, it was yesterday. It wasn't today. I honestly believe that could have been his plane. He was on that plane. Where he was heading, I don't know. Because even today when he was on as a guest with Maria, there seemed like there was a time delay. Yeah, maybe 9th going into 10th. And I'm just going to let it go a little bit more. Should I speed it up a little bit? I think when you speed it up, it glitches a little bit. What is that? Now I don't see freaking labels. Can't do that. All right, now I zoomed in a little bit. It's going to appear there. See how the labels disappear? Can't have that. Oh, yeah, that's right. The other screenshot. That's right. The other screenshot will show it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, my God. Now, where did the screenshot go? It would be 56. This one. Ah, maybe. Mm-mm. No. Wait a minute. What time did I take the screenshot? File. That would tell me. File details. That might help. I do not forget about that. Oh my gosh. That's funny. No, it's bothering me now. Yesterday at 11:50 a.m. January 10th, 11:50 a.m. Oh, 11:50 a.m. is coming. What is UT? Can somebody explain to me what time UTC is? Alexa, what time is it right now, UTC?
It's 5:06 a.m. UTC on January 12th.
Oh my God. So that's 5 hours ahead. Oh my God, I'm totally confused. So if this is 11, that's 5 hours. We're way off. That would be 6:50. Wait a minute. Oh my God. It would be 6:50 UTC. Right? No. It's 12:10. 5 a.m. It's 5 hours ahead. So if it happened at 11.
Bro,
Yes.
can you spare a beer, bro?
A what?
A beer.
They're outside.
Oh my God.
So that would be 16. All right. I am totally confused now. This is 11:27 UTC, but that's 5 hours ahead. So wouldn't this have to be like 16 UTC? So it should be coming up. Because I'm 5 hours behind. So if when it hits the 16, it might be coming up now. It would be 11:27. Well, I didn't see it at 11:27. Because my screenshot tells me here it was at 11. Oh, God, we can't see the labels. Jesus. Let's slow this sucker down. I hate to slow it down, but I have a feeling it's going to be 16 something. Because it's 5 hours ahead for me. Alexa, what time is it UTC right now?
It's 5:08 a.m. UTC on January 12th.
It's 5 hours ahead of me. So if you
Exactly
add...
right.
Alexa, stop. So if it happened at 11, add the 5, that's 16. Right? I see you. It would be 4 a.m. I don't know, maybe your time, but I don't know what the hell's going on right now. I'm totally confused. And I don't want to speed. Oh, we're at 40. We need to do better than that. That's ridiculous. Let's do 200. We'll be here all night, just trying to find the Shaw's plane, if it was. Now, what is that coming in? What is that? It didn't keep going straight. All right. No, it didn't keep going straight. It was moving around in Jordan. So that's not it. Anyway. Before I lose my mind, I feel like saying, the plane, the plane. All right, we're entering that territory right now. And the 16's coming. It's moving so fast, my eyes are getting dizzy. What is the bottom saying? 13? We're in 14. There it is. There it is. I remember the way it looked. This is it. There it is. Found it. Found it. There it is. Found it. Oh, that was going to drive me insane all night. Of course, but this was unusual. To see Shah D267, a plane with the call letter Shah. I mean, over Jordan and in a Jordan military plane or government plane. There it is. We found it. What's the time? We need to see the time here. I was right. Well, no, it's 14:06. I got to remember that. 14:06 on January 10th. Was that his plane? I don't know. And then it was gone. It wasn't on for long. Oh, there it is again. I tried to look it up. I didn't find no plane associated with that call sign. And then it was gone. That quick. It was there and gone. Yeah, he lives in the United States. But he said he's heading soon to the region. So I'm saying, where is he now? Well, I don't know. But I don't think he's in the United States anymore. I honestly don't think so. I think he's in the region. Somewhere. I think he's in the region somewhere. I don't know where. He's not going to be in Syria. He's not going to be in Iraq. Where would he be? But I found that very odd that I captured that yesterday over Jordan. Very odd. That was really strange to see that Shad plane. Oh, it was moving. Well, let's see if I can go back a little bit. I went past too much now. Hold on. Go back. Stop it. Stop playing. Oh my God, the speed. Stop. Slow down. We have to rewind. There it is. Let's go back a little bit. If I do it this way, it's going to take forever. I don't know why it keeps wanting to freaking play, man. Okay, it's not on the screen right now. Let's see. Go back. Come on! All right, there it is up there. Jesus, I'm going crazy. All right, let it play. We could speed it up a little bit. It's going to pop up soon. Let's see. I remember this was yesterday afternoon. Well, actually, it was like late morning for me. I could speed it up, but let's just let it play. We know it's coming. I'm probably the only one that picked up on that. I don't think anybody else picked up on this because I've been looking at Flight Radar for the past week while watching streams like Goldie and Tusi. I've been keeping Flight Radar because I have 4 monitors, so I can have a lot going on at once. I'm gonna get ready to pause, and they're not small monitors. It's like a little command center here. Here it is. There it is. So there's the first appearance of it. Let's see now. Let's let it play. Let's let it play. I'm going crazy. It might be time. What? Be careful with him with the front door. With Kendrick going outside. I know, he's smart. See, usually when it freezes like that, that's because you can lose the transponder signal, the GPS. Usually it locks up like that, then it'll disappear and then come back. That's usually a sign.
What is this?
It's still playing.
I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, show it to me later, please.
I want to smoke a cigarette.
Okay, now it's moving again. To the north. Disappears like I figured it would. And it's going to definitely reappear because we've seen that.
You're going back again to this thing again?
I've been talking about this for the last few hours. There it is again. And you don't want to enter into Syria. You don't want to enter into Syrian territory. So there's going to be a U-turn coming, I would assume.
¿Tiene cigarrillo ahí, pero
I do not.
conmigo siempre?
I do not have any here. What do you want me to tell you?
Don't scream.
I'm not screaming.
Telling me no, Mahalo.
I said it already once. No, I do not.
Oh, please, I gotta get away from you.
Oh my God.
You blah 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 blah. I can't. This is like, yeah.
I hear you, Games. I pray for you and your family and the people of Iran. I pray for you.
We pray.
We pray. To see the transponder lost, it's your GPS signal, whatever.
Because
Bad data. It could be a numerous things.
God is good, and if you pray to God and have a relationship with you, He will never let you down, and He will always help you. And
I'm letting it
sometimes
play.
We have to go through trials where it's not easy, but
Oh my
He will
God.
never let
Commentary.
you. He will be always there for you. As long as you have that faith,
Where does it reappear now? It's going to reappear.
not to
Remember, this is over Jordan. Not far from Iraqi line here.
well, eso que hacen más.
Where is it?
The ones that do bad, that's the
Where are we going to see this thing pop up again?
that have to take care of themselves. And not supposed
Should I speed it up a little?
no me tiraste uno.
No. I just told you no 3 times.
¿Y por qué no?
Because I have to make them. That's why.
So hazme uno.
I will in a minute. I'm going to get off soon.
Purito.
Tomorrow's another day. Wow, I'm not seeing it coming back. But didn't we see it down here?
Legs or something. I have to feel sure. Because they like touch your
It was there and then it was gone.
You're gonna do that.
There it is. It's back. And it turned around. It's heading south. There it is. Doesn't want to give me the data. Why? There it is. And NANA.
N-A? You the N-A.
Flying over Jordan. Yeah, and it won't stay long on the screen, I could tell you that. But could it have been? I don't know. Yeah, we're all standing by for Trump to make a move. It's coming within the next 48, 72 hours. I honestly believe it's coming soon. And then it's gone. I honestly believe by Wednesday afternoon, because it's nighttime in Iran, it's gonna happen. I honestly believe it's gonna happen in the next 48 to 72 hours. Because time is of the essence for the Iranian people. It really is. But he's not going to rush into anything either. He's going to make sure all the assets are in place. Defensive measures are for our bases. You know, we have to protect our bases.
Kendrick.
Our personnel, our military personnel.
Kendrick.
He's not going to hear you with headphones.
Oh, he has to have. No, I'll fucking put it.
Where is Tycho?
He's with me here.
Good. Look how it turned away from. That's actually going into Iraqi territory. It turned away from Iraqi territorial lines. Notice that? Oh, and then gone. We may not see it again. I'm not sure we're going to see it again. That might be it. Yeah, it's already almost 9 a.m. And oh, there it is again.
Taquito, you're getting fat.
Isn't that interesting, though? the Shah D plane yesterday. Why would it label Shah? It actually looks like it was going into Iraqi territory right there. Not that that means anything much, but
Tú no tienes un cigarrillo.
I told you 4 times now, no.
Coño, se get off from there.
I'm going to get off soon, but I want to check Flight Radar live in a second. But you guys get the idea. It may not be him. It could be a decoy. It may not be him at all. It may just be a plane labeled with the call letter Shah D. It's all speculation. But it is sure interesting to see a plane with the call letter Shah. That's what makes it so interesting. Doesn't mean that he's on board, or it is. But I've never seen a plane labeled Shah D. And then it's gone. And that was about when it was over.
Junior, when I was a kid.
It wasn't on the screen long. And look how it said it. Look how it tells you it. Live flight not found. It disappeared quick. It wasn't on for long. So, yeah. Interesting. To say the least, it was interesting. And I think I'm the only one that captured that. Because I was going cray-cray with Flight Radar for the last few days. Let's see what's going on right now before I... And like I said, games. God bless you and your family in Iran and the people of Iran.
Oh my God, God bless you.
And the president is going to have your back. He's not bluffing.
Guys,
He's a man that usually keeps his word.
you see.
It's just getting all the pieces in place logistically, doing what we need to do to protect our troops, our personnel, because they know that there's going to be possibly...
One thing about Trump, he don't mess around.
So we have to make sure we do it right. It's the only way.
No, don't talk to me.
It would be foolish to do it otherwise. It would be foolish. You're not going to put our troops at risk either. Okay, so one more time. This is live now. A C-17, probably heading toward Qatar. Probably going to land in Qatar or Qatar soon. What is that? Oh, it's gone. What is that? Why is that dot there? I've never seen that dot there. Mom, please, please, please.
I asked you.
I'm going to get off in a minute. Please.
I asked you to please, please, please.
I know.
But whenever
Please.
I say please, it doesn't work.
There was a lot of Stratotankers in the air earlier. Oh, more. What's going on here? Near Qatar. What is this? Military. Am I hitting the right one? Why is it? Bahrain, Abu Dhabi. Wonder who's on that plane.
Me?
Is that a business jet? That says military or government. Interesting. Left Bahrain. And it's heading to Abu Dhabi.
Okay, our neighbor got
What is this one? Another 17? Another 17. Because this is the main base down here. And that's where that other C-17 is coming in. Most likely. Not much happens in Bahrain. It's mostly Qatar. Alright, let's just take up here one more time. There was Stratotankers there earlier, but now I don't see them.
You're looking for the thing that is happening in
Yes, Mom, I'm keeping a very close eye on
Iran.
Iran.
Get out.
Another
Get out of
one.
here. What's wrong with you?
Another one.
No.
He's gonna bite you when he sounds like that. Don't mess with him right now, Mom. He's gonna bite you. Don't do anything. Just don't move right now. I'm gonna get off in a second. When he does that sound, that's not a good sound.
So I want to put him in the SPC.
Oh, here we go. I need to get off because my head is gonna explode.
Why?
Because of you.
I'm gonna put him in the place.
You're gonna put him in the ASPCA. My dog. You're gonna put him in the ASPCA. Okay.
Oh, train you where
Oh,
you
okay.
train him.
All right.
Because this is no good.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Doesn't mean they're not there because their transponders are off, but you won't see that. A lot of the activity that's actually going on. This is not going in. What's the altitude? Yeah, that's going to London. So these airports have been quiet. And it's 9 a.m.-ish.
Alexa, turn the lights on in the living room.
That's an Iranian plane. Where did that go? Tehran?
All right.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Alexa.
So yeah. Remember, it's daytime now. Very, 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 very unlikely there will be any kind of militarized campaign going on right now. Nightfall. Nighttime. Local. So it is around 9 a.m. now in Iran. So say 12 hours from now, I would pay attention to flight radar, which would be around noonish tomorrow. Me, I'll be paying attention to this again. Because it's not going to happen during the day. Very, very, very unlikely. I did do a Google search. I came up with nothing mystic, son. Let me just read the comments again.
Come on, Billy, for 1 minute.
And have a great night, Tactical. I'm sorry if I wasn't paying attention to chat. I apologize. You have a great night, Tactical Sheepdog. I'm just going to try to catch up. Think about 1 million people on the street and police cannot... Yep. Yeah, but that doesn't mean if the regime stays in power and they're taking AI images of everybody, they're recording everybody's faces, there wouldn't be retaliation after the fact. You know that. Like I said, my prayers for the Persian people, for the Iranian people. I can't say it enough. I'm actually going to order right now, and I'm putting that baby up. I'm going to get the lion. Matter of fact, Games, are you still here? Oh, I can't share. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet, because I'm going to leave too. Because there's two. I want to make sure I get the right one. I'm going to get the flag. The real flag. The lion. Oh, you need to stop already. You're driving me crazy already.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
So what does it have to do with me sitting in my house in New York?
People are sick
It doesn't matter.
out there.
Okay.
So you gotta be
It's not going to stop me. Lion and Sun, Iranian flag. I can't put the Amazon site because I'll get in trouble, but I need to know from you because there's two. There's two. There's actually three. Is it this one? Pay attention to the screen before you leave. Is that the right one that I need to buy?
Yeah, with the baby. With the bubbles on top.
Just tell me yes, no, because there's others.
Why?
I'm not talking to you, Mom. I'm talking to somebody in chat.
Oh, okay.
Is that the right one? I know there's a delay, Games. Is that the right one? Yes? Just say yes. Or no. Correct. Perfect. Let's go to Amazon. I want that flag. And I'm proudly going to put it right on my shelf. It's to support the Iranian people, Ma. It has nobody knows where I live. Please stop. And I wouldn't, Ma, stop. Just stop.
What do you mean? I think that Ukrainian people, you're saying over here, you all your feeling now?
Where can I hang it? I could put it on my picture for now. I'll get a 2 foot by 3 foot flag. I'm going to put it up behind me. Oh my God, it ain't going to get hit till January 20th.
Thank you, Rob.
No way. We need one sooner than that. Oh, this one. Oh, this is that's small.
What is small?
Oh my gosh.
That's not a thing.
Oh man, they all come in too late. I want it now. The earliest I could see is January 20th.
That's not just around the corner.
No, it's not. Today's the 12th now.
The 12th, yeah.
That's over a week away.
That's my birthday, 25th.
What is this? House banner brass grommets. What is?
Looks like a vampire.
What is this? Used? Fastest delivery. That's not the one though.
Is a shark there?
That's phony. I'm just gonna order it and wait. I don't have a choice.
Did you saw the flag though?
I'm gonna get it on Amazon.
Oh, so you haven't seen it?
I see a picture of it, Mom.
Yeah.
Somebody confirmed it's the right one. Let me just try Walmart out of curiosity. Because they have delivery.
They have sales too.
No, but they have online. I want it as soon as possible. 3+ days. I'm going to go with Amazon. I'm going with this one. Go to cart. Maybe it'll come sooner. Proceed. Place order. Done deal. I'm getting that flag. A 2 foot by 3 foot flag.
Do we have back?
Done deal.
Did we have one in the back? The American flag?
Yes, we have the USA flag, Mom.
Yeah.
But I'm ordering
You
a
don't
Persian
have to
flag.
Talk to me in a way like if I'm an idiot. Okay?
Anyway, it doesn't matter if it's all over by then, because we still have to celebrate, God willing, toxic, Iran's freedom. You know, I may hang both the American and the outside in celebration for the Iranian people. You know me, I'm like that.
Yeah, you're like that, but you don't know how people outside they are. I know who I am.
Anyway, my love to all of you. I need to bail out. Tomorrow's another day. You better believe it. And I'm going to do my part, however small it may be, to put the information out there in support of the Iranian people, period. I'm going to do my part as much as I can. Oh my gosh. And let's just, another thing that needs to be made clear. When 9/11 happened in this country, who was doing candlelight vigils in their country for what was going on here? The Iranian people.
Oh, the Ukrainian people, I love them and I bring them food. the old people that are suffering over here.
I hope that people realize that.
And
That's a
get me
fact.
so mad for
Look it
this
up.
shit.
The Iranian people showed their support to us during 9/11. That's a fact.
My Ukrainian people here, no, they're not gonna suffer. Those old people. Oh, I think about
And the Persian culture is an ancient, beautiful, I mean, science, arts, literature,
that. You don't know
everything.
How much they suffer.
What an incredible culture. And I would love to learn more about that culture.
If they give them,
So,
if they give them to me,
oh my God,
here, and
it hasn't stopped.
and they will
But anyway,
and they will have
you all have a great, that's right, you lighted the candles. I seen videos of it. I seen the videos. I also seen how back in, and I seen this because I was into certain things with people hanging out in Iran, drinking with their cars, hanging out, which they could have gotten a lot of trouble. Because I had a friend that at the time I was talking to that lived in Iran, and he was telling me what was really going on. We have so much in common. The peoples have so much in common. So, looking to build on those bridges. And, like I said, we're all humans.
That's right.
We all go through personal things in our lives. We're all striving for prosperity, peace, love, compassion. We're human. And, it's also about respect. Respecting each other's cultures and the differences in culture. And understanding the culture. Because if you don't have an understanding of the culture, then you're ignorant because you don't know about the culture. How could you say anything about the culture if you have no understanding of the culture?
Yeah, that happens too.
Yes, I gotta go. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow during the afternoon, but maybe even earlier. Like say, because she has around 12 noon Eastern time. Let's shoot for that. 12 noon Eastern time, I'll be back. And we'll see what happens and how far we go and information coming in. So, to all those on TikTok, to everyone on Tube of the U, or Book of the Face, or Rumbler Nation, you all have a great rest of your evening, night, morning, whatever it is. And love to all of you. And peace, love, and I hope for freedom